Hey, it's Monday, January 29th, 2024, and today's message has 3 parts to it. And if you don't have time to watch the video, you can read the email down below and make sure you read all the way to the end because there is a request from me to you to take some action. So make sure you go all the way through this. So again, 3 parts to this message today. First, I'm going to update you about the upcoming events for this week. And we're going to take a look into next week at Coldwell Banker Heritage and Legacy Management Services. Second, I'm going to tell you the things that I'm doing to keep in touch with my sphere of influence this week. And then third, I'm going to give you an inspirational message to keep you on track today and throughout the rest of this week. So let's go on to our updates. Number 1, we have Transformation Tuesday tomorrow morning at Tesla Sales and Service Center located at 7825 Helen of Troy Drive. Our meeting will begin at 10 a.m., so make sure that you judge the traffic correctly and you arrive there no later than 9:45, because if you're 15 minutes early, you're going to be on time. But if you're on time, you're going to be late and you're going to miss out on something. Also, we need you to RSVP. This is the second thing. We need you to RSVP for our awards luncheon no later than 4 p.m. tomorrow, Tuesday, January the 30th. And we need to know 2 things. Number 1, are you coming? And 2, what would you like for your meal? You should have gotten a text about that last week, and you were able to order your meal online. Great job, Emma and Jess, on putting that together. We've got a great speaker lined up to speak to us. We'll have door prizes and, of course, the awards. The third thing, Wednesday, we have a 1-hour Lunch and Learn continuing education class from Martha Maldonado of Old Republic Home Protection. That's a lunch and learn, and lunch will begin at 11:30. Class will begin at noon. We need you to RSVP for that as well, no later than 4 p.m. Tuesday, so that we can have the lunch ordered for you, and that way you can get the lunch and the learning about the home protection, as well as the continuing education credit. On the fourth item is I'll have Throwback Thursday and Focus Friday messages for you later in the week. And now, looking into next week, you'll want to make sure to clear your calendar. I've already talked about this, but you got to clear your calendar for our awards luncheon on Tuesday, February the 6th. That's at El Paso Country Club. We're going to begin at 11:30, and we're going to try to wrap up by 1:30 so we can get you guys back to work. On Thursday, February 8th, we will have another continuing education class. Now, this one will be courtesy of Lone Star Title, and it'll be at the Vault. Now, that class is going to be leveraging artificial intelligence as a real estate agent. So mark your calendars for 11 a.m. on Thursday, February the 8th for that class. Okay, now on to what I'm doing for my sphere of influence. This is week 5, the beginning of it is, and then we've got the beginning of week 1 into February. So it's a bit of a catch-up week, and it's a get ahead as well. So we've got the Service for Life newsletter going out in the middle of the week so that it can be delivered on Friday, February the 2nd, or Saturday, February the 3rd, depending on the mail service. And we'll begin gathering January statistics for the market update that we'll be reporting next week. Finally, now, this is the last thing. Today's motivational message comes from one of my favorite books, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And in the book, Dr. Covey writes, if I really want to improve my situation, I can work on the one thing over which I have control, myself. And often we look outside ourselves to place blame for a situation. In sales, we might lament that the economy's bad, interest rates are too high, there aren't enough homes on the market, nobody's buying anything right now, or even, I don't want to bother them, when we should be following up with people. And in our personal lives, we might lament that working out didn't work in the past, or everyone uses credit cards to make ends meet, or just one more donut won't hurt. Whatever the excuse is, if I really want to improve my situation, Dr. Covey says, I can work on the one thing over which I have control, myself. If it's important, I'll find a way to make it happen. If it isn't important, I'll find an excuse. And if it's important to you, you'll make it happen. You'll find a way to make it happen. But if it isn't important, you're going to find an excuse to look somewhere else, to look at something else for the blame. And today, I want you to reach down inside you. I want you to look inside you, and I want you to make that decision about the goals that you have set for yourself in the 5 F's. Okay, so there's faith, there's family, there's fitness, there's finances, and there's friends. Those are the 5 F's that I'm working on this year. And I want you to challenge yourself in those 5 F's to see where you can make yourself better. If you're happy where you are, don't worry about it. But if you see that you could use some improvement, I want you to reach down inside yourself and think about what's the improvement that I can make? How can I work on myself to make myself better in those 5 categories? Family, faith, fitness, friends, and finances. Doesn't matter what order you put them in. I like putting faith first because that helps me through the other ones. So again, today that's your challenge. Now, if I can be of assistance to you in any of those, here in the body of the email, there's a link to my calendar. And you can click on that. It'll take you to my calendar, and I want you to schedule a meeting with me. And whether that's going to be a Zoom meeting or whether you're going to come here to the office or we're going to meet up somewhere else, please take the time to get on my calendar so that we can sit down together and we talk about your goals and how I can assist you in reaching those. So that's our Motivation Monday message for today. And again, I hope to hear from you soon about, number 1, coming to the awards luncheon. I want to see you tomorrow at Tesla, and I want to make sure that we're doing the best that we can to support you in your goals in those 5 categories. Thanks for watching. God bless you, and make it a great day. Bye-bye.